Medical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
And good evening to all you art aficionados and comic book connoisseur, and welcome to another episode of Proof of Comics. I'm joined tonight with my co-host Wrangler. How you doing, Wrangler? Frequency Studios. Welcome to the show. How are you? Is your mic on? Testing 1, 2, 3. We'll come back.
There we go. I'm doing all right. I'm just wrestling against my cat who decided to hop up and wedge himself between me and the microphone.
I hope you're winning, Wrangler.
Well, he hasn't gotten mad and turned around and sprayed me yet, so far so good.
Oh,
So,
I love Hayes, but sometimes he really pisses me off.
Chris,
Or
I'm
pisses
trying
on
to
me. I don't
explain to
know.
Wrangler that that's not a cat. That's a skunk.
It's a
Yeah.
polecat.
black.
Pepe Le Pew, like.
Oh, he is
cartoons.
a black cat.
That's because he went under like a bucket of paint, Wrangler.
Yeah.
He put it over his white stripe. That's what's going on here,
Yeah, he hid the white stripe and snuck in.
clearly. And we're joined by Chris from Infinitale Chronicles. How are you doing, Chris?
Oh yeah, doing pretty good, man. Yeah, I had yesterday off, so this is like my first day back into the breach. Ooh, that was a surprise. Yeah. Oh, you missed everything on Monday? Well, here it is on Tuesday.
Into the breach. That sounds kind of like Axiom Verge. I
Yeah,
don't know if you're familiar with that game, but the breach is like a
yeah.
world between worlds.
yeah, dude, that's actually a pretty sweet like Metroid game.
So it's one of those weeks where you get a day off, but you just got to do 5 days of work in 4 days instead of.
Yeah.
You show up in the morning and you get like a big black guy that just goes, surprise, mother. No.
Oh, speaking of Axiom Verge, I got curious and went to Grok with this idea. I said, hey, what would happen if somebody took the address disruptor from Axiom Verge and turned it on the Sentry from
You better
Marvel
explain what
Comics?
Axiom Verge is. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. I'm out of the loop.
Well, it
Yeah.
is a Metroidvania, but it kind of it's almost like simulation theory. Like everything's it treats reality like a computer program, and one of the weapons in there is called the address disruptor, and it causes everything to glitch out or revert back to base form and stuff like that.
In Violent Page faults.
Yeah, so I asked Grok, what would happen if you used the address disruptor on the Sentry from Marvel? And Grok's like, you pretty much just found an odd but feasible way to beat the Sentry.
So the Sentry, is that one of those cosmic beings that's kind of like black and white?
Oh no, dude, he's
God.
He's so overpowered.
He's
He would make
scary.
Superman crap his pants.
Marvel's Superman, but he's got like manic depression, and his superpower is like Edgelord, and he can just look at people and condemn them into his own personal hell. Like poof.
Yeah, he's it's his split personality. The only one powerful enough to hold back the Void is the Sentry, pretty much. It's the same being. But the Void is when he just goes full dark, literally. And
Yeah.
I mean, he killed Ares in Marvel Comics by grabbing him and ripping him in half. You know, that's how overpowered he is. You know, and you know, the only two who've been able to stand up to him with any hope is either Hulk or Thor when they're at their peaks.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta add the Thunderbolts movie that came out that they like renamed like the new Avengers or whatever.
Yeah.
I unironically liked it. I liked their representation of Sentry because it was like when they invaded his psyche, you know, the Void or whatever, and they're in like the different rooms of his his memories
towards the end.
and and they're like, why would you stay in this room where you're constantly abused? And he's like, this is the better room.
But even there, he's not nearly as powerful as he is in Marvel. The thing that makes him so scary is his very being is in a state of quantum flux. He exists and he does not at the same time.
Whoa,
so he literally regenerates from anything, including being erased. Somebody went back in time and erased him from the timeline before he was born, taking out his parents, and just made him disappear. And a minute later, he formed right back because that's how he cannot die.
Oh, wait. You just reminded me of something. So didn't they make like Golden Age comics that like emulated like OG like or Silver Age comics with Sentry to like pretend like, hey, yeah, this came out like back in the 50s?
Yeah, and the storyline was pretty much saying he was there the whole time, but he was wiped from everyone's memories because even Robert Reynolds himself forgot that he was a Sentry because that was the only way to truly keep the Void from coming back out.
You see, I love that kind of meta, like when they do stuff like that, like when they mess with the readers.
Yeah, they even did the art style in the old
Yeah.
style when they were doing the flashbacks. It was really cool the way they did it. But it was Reed Richards who set it up and pretty much made a device that made everyone forgets he exists.
Wow.
But he still managed to come back. And since he's been around, I mean, he has done some stupid OP stuff. like you need current Hulk or Immortal Thor versions to take him down. I mean, those guys could take him down, and even for them, it's not easy. And that's Hulk and Thor's like most overpowered versions yet.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Rune King Thor, impressive, but nothing compared to his Immortal Thor version.
Yeah.
Who got killed by Loki and reincarnated as a regular human.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
The current Thor run is called Mortal Thor, and he does not remember being Thor at all. He's reincarnated as he's some construction worker with a Norse name and got into a fight and grabbed a hammer but I mean he hasn't remembered who he is yet.
Well, that's one way to kind of depower your overpowered characters, because you keep upping the power creep, keep making them more and more powerful. You know, you got to make your stories more and more epic, but then you go too far at one point and there's nothing you can do, but you got to bring him back down. You got to, speaking of which.
Yeah, that's why I have power caps in place for all my characters. I know how powerful it's going to get, and it stops there.
Welcome.
Or else it just gets stupid.
Welcome to the show.
What's up, dude?
Hello, friends. Hello. I hope you are all doing well today. It's going to be an exciting day indeed. I have some comic books to talk about in a bit.
Nice.
Woo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where did I disrupt?
We were
Really?
talking,
We were
just
talking about
Century.
comic books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wrangler was in some deep
Century.
theory about talking to Grok about disrupting the Century using techniques that he learned in a video game. Am I
Oh.
correct, Wrangler?
Yeah,
A
a
good
weapon
summary?
from an obscure indie video game apparently
Uh-huh.
is a likely way to stop the Sentry from Marvel, who is one of Marvel's
Why do I
most
get the feeling that
overpowered.
Grok is like generally interested in talking to you? Like, wow, this guy's cool.
Be-
This guy's like,
because
got some good
Grok was
ideas.
made by an autistic guy, and I'm autistic, so we speak the same language.
I speak. Excuse me, stewardess. I speak Tism.
You need me to translate? I speak Jive.
Yeah.
Put me some slack, Jack. You don't want no help. You don't get no help.
Mama don't raise no food.
I miss Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get that one on DVD.
Oh yeah.
Get back on that
Yeah.
physical.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's one of the best, man. I mean, I think my all-time favorite is
Mhm.
Spaceballs in terms of parodies.
Oh,
Yes.
The funny thing with the Airplane is they were so close to the film they parodied that they had to buy the rights to the original film.
Oh damn.
Seriously?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, not a joke. They owned. I'm just realizing we got a bunch of comments all of a sudden. Let me say hello to the chat real quick. We got Charlie here. Hola, he says. Nice to see you.
Hola.
man.
Hi, sir.
We got Adam Weber raising the flag of the Canadian flag, which you won't be able to do for long because hopefully we're going to be out of this silly situation.
Yeah.
Go the way
What's-
the English are doing and start deporting and everything. Before I get too political, let's say
Yeah.
hi to Mr. Corey Barton. Nice to see you, Corey. How are
Good
you?
morning in
Corey.
Australia.
Right?
Hey,
I hope you got
g'day.
a good warm cup of coffee and that your morning's going all right. That you got some good eggs and bacon and your day's
Yeah.
going along fine. I
Put
know
another
you-
shrimp on the barbie.
we're
Yeah,
all
too
looking
bloody right,
forward
mate.
to that Immortal Rising cover that you're working on.
Yes.
See those
Good. He's been.
those blue babes with boobs and those dragons.
He's flat out like a lizard drinking, making them blue babes for the seppos.
We got Art Haida saying
Yeah.
it reminds me of an idea of a construction worker with a sledgehammer, meth head.
Well, that might be
sounds
the one.
Awesome.
Now that's a book I would read.
He lives in a trailer, I presume. Called
Yeah.
The
I just want
Asgard
whatever.
Isles.
Remember
No, when
Thor
he-
in Adventures in Babysitting?
Yeah, it's just that, but only you hear the Popeye the Sailor Man sound effect when he takes the meth.
I mean,
Isn't the so I heard the whole Popeye story is about methamphetamine anyways. Like all the symptoms is about meth. Like it's a quick high, makes him strong. It lasts like not too long, makes him
Did you
brave,
ever-
and then he's all out of energy, and then he's
I mean, that
losing
could
half
be
of his teeth.
booze.
No, did you ever see realistic Popeye?
No. Well, I mean, I saw the movie with Robin Williams when I was a kid.
No, there's a realistic Popeye cartoon where like he gets botulism because he's eating raw spinach out of a can and his belly's like
He got like
Pluto.
too much iron in his system.
Well, Pluto was like, there's something wrong with you, man. Like, look at your forearms. It's like you're eating raw vegetables out of a can. Like, digestion begins in the mouth.
Do you see the Family Guy version where he was at the doctor? He's like, and the doctor's like, yeah, your forearms are all tumors. Yeah, that's why you have that speech impediment too. It's run into your brain.
You have 2 weeks to live.
About 6 months.
Oh.
Man, that's too much though. That's too much.
Well,
Oh.
sometimes when you just eat too much spinach, you die of tumors of the arms.
Yeah.
They're gigantic.
I would just be worried about the bathroom situation with that much green.
Yeah, it would be very difficult to go.
Either that or it would be like,
serious constipation.
well, it would look like you threw Oscar the Grouch through a wood chipper in the toilet.
You see the meme where Kermit was looking at Oscar and the caption said, "Say whatever told you look like a giant nug of weed."
Oh, I love it.
Oh shit! That's why he turned him green because he was originally orange.
Was he?
Really?
Oh yeah. When I was a
Wow.
kid, Oscar the Grouch was orange, and then I was rewatching it with my nephew, and he was green, and I was like,
Green.
"Oh, that's a
It's one of the Mandela effects.
yeah." Well, I think they because they changed him, they changed Big Bird a little bit.
Yeah.
They did a bunch. Like I was too old when Elmo came in, so I missed out on that
Yeah,
thing.
I was so glad we didn't have Elmo in there when we were kids. He is so obnoxious.
Yeah,
The
Elmo,
very sound of his voice makes me want
Yeah.
to claw my own eardrums out. It's
yeah, Elmo was
horrible.
kind of the
Kevin
baby
Clash.
Yoda of Sesame Street. He came in, and then all the attention was on him. Like he
Yeah,
got
There's
popular with the kids with his little silly voice, his
Oh.
cute little silly thing,
I was too busy watching Pinwheel.
and
oh yeah.
it
Dude,
became
I was all about the
Elmo.
Electric Company. yeah. It was, man, no, Electric Company, dude, was like the cool kids show that was on after Sesame Street, and it had what's his face, Morgan Freeman in it as the word hustler or whatever.
I used to watch it, and I can't remember any of it. All I remember is as a kid, I was so excited to watch it. I don't think I ever missed an episode, and I can't tell you any of it now.
Wow.
Hey, you guys, we're gonna.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always attributed that to Sloth, but that's where Sloth got it from.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some hotties on that too. Like there was like this one chick that like dressed up as like Goldilocks and her butt cheeks were hanging out. And I'm like, you know, I'm young, but I think I'm getting a Wonder Woman feeling in my pants right now.
Well, you want me to unlock another memory for you?
Sure.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the
You
things
know
I
what?
draw come true.
Oh,
Did it
you
work?
can't have
Terrifying.
them. You cheeky monkey. You
I think
popped
that
the-
was on. Was that on Pinwheel or Electric Company?
Oh, I thought that was Saturday Night Live where he was like,
No, the little cartoon Simon. It was either on Pinwheel or the Electric Company. I can't remember which. The kid who went and he would do his chalk drawings. They'd come to life. He'd hop over the fence into chalk drawing land. And
oh damn. Yeah, I just remember Mike Myers with his like faux British accent, like, are you looking at my bum? Cheeky monkey.
Oh yeah, he was one of the best ones on SNL, to be honest. Like
Oh god, yeah.
that went
It's a shame he was
downhill.
a CIA asset.
Was it CIA or Canadian intelligence?
Pretty sure it was
I think they're one and the
CIA.
same. Yeah, it was.
Well, yeah. Ultimately, they're all tied together. Correct. Yeah.
the
No,
five.
we learned
I
about
was-
that at the Diddy trial.
Well, I was astounded that Canada didn't go to war with the United States after all the MK Ultra stuff came out. Because like the CIA performed experiments on psychiatric patients in Canada
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and like tormented these poor people that were, these patients that were unwittingly being experimented on.
Yeah,
And
one
it's
of
like,
the
yeah, that's an act of
experiments they were
war.
doing was one of the things they were trying to do. They were trying to test if they could like drug and torture people to the point that they would not recognize their parents. That was the goal of the experiment.
Wow.
Well, who thought this was a good idea?
CIA.
You know,
Project
what would
MK
really help
Ultra.
our country out if we can make people not recognize their parents. Because everybody knows a broken family is a good, strong foundation for a country.
Well,
Oh, well, that's their goal now.
that's, they're making weapons, is what they're doing. These
Yeah.
are not wholesome people making like life a better place. These are weapons that they're developing, training.
Yeah. The fact that the CIA did that, though, to Canada and there wasn't like a war, like that's when you start like backing out going, oh, they're all in on it. Like,
Yeah. Either that or Canadians are just too damn polite.
yeah.
That could very well
I mean
be.
that should earn the CIA to have at least one Canuck walk up, kick them in the nuts, and say, "Do better."
Dude, wouldn't that be funny if you had like some like Canadian PM or something? He's like, hey buddy, I got to talk to you about something. Yeah, you can't really brainwash our citizens, eh? Like that's a big problem. Can you please stop that?
If you don't, we'll have our Mounties beat the crap out. The Mounties are probably capable of doing it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
there's a huge, force discrepancy. Like the United States is way more powerful than Canada by a long shot. Like it's not even a joke. Like, I mean, our prime minister can like puff his shoulder and act brave and all that, but dude, like our economy is based on the U.S. being, as our neighbors, being the number one consumer of what we used to produce. We stopped producing stuff when everything went to China. I mean, same thing happened to you guys, but like it's even bigger extent over here. The only thing we're producing in Canada now is a comic book coming out in March called Rattel Comic, folks.
segue.
I am now the GDP of Canada. So
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I actually, a good percentage of Canadians are part of the American entertainment. Like, it was real surprising when somebody did like an audit and they're like, "You realize that like 80% of what we think of as Hollywood is actually like imported Canadians."
Yeah.
yeah. Like all the best comedians, actors, they all came down from Canada. And
Hell yeah.
You would just learn about it like.
So
in a
it just
random
shows you
interview
that
at some point.
Hollywood is just infected with Canadians.
They look just like us.
Yeah,
Not anymore. I mean,
instead of
Hollywood is
getting mad at us
merged.
over the MK Ultra, they were awfully nice because they gave us like Jim Carrey and Ryan Reynolds and
Catherine O'Hara.
I
Oh
mean,
God, yeah.
Hollywood is just another department of MK Ultra. I mean, they were just doing it to the whole population instead of in secret rooms.
although
Yeah.
I think they were mad at us when they gave us Justin Bieber. But
Why do you think they call it television programming? What do you think is getting
Oh.
programmed?
yep,
Yep.
Corey says,
Yeah.
"Nice hoot, babe, on that piece." Why, thank you.
Hell
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, this is from Coin Lords, a cover commission I've got.
Yeah.
It's almost
Comic
canceled.
book programming.
Comic
Yeah.
deprogramming.
No,
Making our own
reprogramming.
culture here, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna hypnotize you with boobies. Man.
Come for the boobies, stay for more boobies.
Yeah, the hoot babe.
Yeah.
Yeah. the secret word is Bitcoin.
Hooters the comic. Yeah, well, you get the Bitcoin symbol right here.
Oh yeah.
Is it B for Bitcoin or B for boo?
Boobage.
Bonanza.
Bazongas.
Bazungas.
Whoa. Now that's the big B.
That's
Yeah.
a big
What
bada
world
boom.
was
Big bada boom.
How did you get jiggle physics on paper?
XD.
Years of experience, Chris. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Oh.
PCP Elmo can't feel his face.
God, Kevin Clash. Remember when he got caught diddling kids?
Who's he?
So Kevin Clash is this big black gay guy who voiced Elmo. He's he's actually one of the the heads of the Jim Henson Workshop,
Wow.
and he does the puppetry for that. And he does remember that show Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
That's his,
yeah.
Yes.
yeah, that was him too. He did Splinter from the Ninja Turtles movie as well.
Oh,
He
was
a
on top of
perv.
that,
Yeah, he's really good at his job. He got caught doing a little fiddling, and that got all quiet, and now he's back, and it's like, wow.
I'm surprised I never heard of his name because he's such a prominent voice actor. But
Well, that's voice acting.
yeah, like you said, good at his job. He just needs to find a much better hobby.
Yeah, it's called. Let me introduce you to the wood chipper.
Yeah, right.
Help us play
I am
It
yet.
feels like a bunch of red puff out the
It actually
back.
does remind me of, I forgot which streamer said it, but he said all these voice actors are weird. This is why you never hear from any of them. Even the greatest ones in the world. Just out there in the background doing weird shit.
I mean, for a while, I knew more about voice actors than I did about regular movie actors, or whatever. Like Michael Bell, Frank Welker, Mel Blanc, Peter Cullen, Jack Angel.
Oh wow.
I used to,
Nolan North.
yeah. Unfortunately, Don Messick passed, so Frank Welker had to take over his role there, and for Scooby.
Stance. Yeah.
Lorenzo Music. That is so funny, though. Bill Murray played Peter Venkman in Ghostbusters. Lorenzo
Yep.
Music voiced Peter Venkman in the real Ghostbusters. Lorenzo
Yeah, cool.
Music voiced Garfield in the TV show. Bill Murray voiced Garfield in the movies. So
Dude, that was so jarring when they got Dave Coulier to replace Lorenzo Music on Ghostbusters.
well, they didn't have a whole lot of choice, seeing how I think he passed away at that time.
Like, Slimer, cut it out. Like, what the hell was that?
And then they changed it over to Slimer and the real Ghostbusters and made all the artwork weird.
Oh yeah, they had like slashed the budget, and they were, it's greedy corporate people just want to.
Yeah, I hated it when they did that. It's just like, oh no, they're ruining it. But it's supposed to be the same continuity. I'm like, what are they doing?
I know.
Originally, Bill Murray's character was supposed to be played by John Belushi.
Yes, and Eddie Murphy was supposed to be Winston Zedmore.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see that alternate reality.
AI, do your thing.
Nothing against Eddie Murphy, but I'm sorry, Ernie Hudson nailed it.
Yeah, Ernie
yeah,
Hudson
Ernie
tried
Hudson.
out.
I actually thought he was voicing the character, reprised the role in the real Ghostbusters.
He
So
tried out for it.
Yeah, and they turned him down and took Arsenio Hall instead. It's like, what the heck?
I know.
You can't get any more Zedmore than Zedmore himself. Why'd you say?
Well, he clearly didn't sound like himself enough. It's one of those things with Hollywood casting.
Like that time Charlie Chaplin ranked third place in the Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest.
Yeah, I mean, the same happened to Marilyn Monroe. She went to a Marilyn Monroe contest, and I think she came in 5th place or something. She didn't even win top 3.
Wow.
And, she was her. It goes to show you how the camera changes everything. I even had, speaking of weird voice actors, I had a friend who worked for a day. She was a journalist, and she went on the set of Sesame Street in New York.
Mhm.
And there's some weird stories, man, about the Big Bird actor. Because
Carol Spinney?
he's got, I don't know if it's the voice actor or not, but it's a dude,
Yeah.
right? He's got his hand up in the beak.
Yeah, Carol Spinney was Big Bird from day one, and yeah, he's the one that did he had a little monitor that used to overheat inside the Big Bird costume, and he'd perpetually have one hand above his head for hours at a time.
Yeah, very painful thing. But apparently he gets bonuses, because at the end of his day, he gets a happy ending.
Oh, damn.
That's a nice perk.
Somebody gave us Snuffleupagus a little bit of a how's your father?
I'm not saying who. I don't know who.
It was Maria.
All right. Corey's
But
putting some
imagine
fun
being
here.
stuck in that costume all day.
No, dude, it's the worst. I mean, it's the same.
And
with
no,
Dickens,
I mean, and then somebody having to,
Oh, it's all sweaty and schmegalamunga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
All right, Corey says,
Smells like low
putting some
tide.
fun I gotta address here. He says, I heard Bitcoin was crashing, by the way, because people found out who really created Bitcoin from those files. Not exactly. So, I mean, Bitcoin pulled back 30, 35%, which is kind of normal on the graph when you look at it. What exactly happened was in the early days, so everything was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. No one knows who he is to this day. He abandoned Bitcoin after 1 year of working on it. He said Bitcoin is in good hands now, and he left it to open source programmers. And Jeffrey Epstein, who was interested in every modern freaking science known to man, also looked into Bitcoin in the early days, but it wasn't when Satoshi was working on it. It was after he had gone, and he was looking at, who are the developers who are controlling it at this point? I know that
Because he was just looking for another system to control before it got off the ground.
Yeah.
well,
Get in early.
he was looking at a lot of stuff. Well, yeah, he was a power broker, and not going to lie. And apparently, Ghislaine Maxwell had a shit ton of Bitcoin. She was one of the leading Redditors on R News, was controlling a lot of the narrative of the news on Reddit. And yeah, they were Bitcoiners in the early days too. So
I mean, a lot of people were Bitcoiners in general and across the hemisphere.
It was like
Yeah.
the first cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a big whoop. It's like, oh, he had some Bitcoin. Like, everyone is fucking Bitcoin.
no, exactly. It's a big, like they're always looking for reasons to FUD.
Story.
Right?
Yeah, a bunch
FUD
of
stands for
tourists.
fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
Yeah,
So trying to
Bunch
sew
of,
into that.
a bunch of basically tourist news reporters coming in to find something that in a niche sphere that the masses may not know, and then just run with it.
Clearly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Corey's talking about, what the hell, controlling Reddit? Well, you know who Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was, the ex-Mossad
Yeah.
Robert Maxwell. All of our textbooks were...
Dude, everything we learned in school is
Yeah,
all
it's all
from
fake.
textbooks by her father's company.
Yep. It means it's all fake.
Yeah, yeah.
You were also rubbed some a
And
lot
gay.
of elbows with MI6 as well. It was pretty deep in MI6 as well.
Yeah, he was
Well-
a multiple agent, so he had ties with them.
That's
all.
the interesting thing, isn't it? It's like, oh, look, he just happens to know everybody of influence in just about every
Corey.
single sphere. And
yeah,
another thing about the files, people were saying, oh, you don't see a lot of celebrities on here. It's like, yeah, because they're probably on the Diddy files.
Oh,
They probably got the little segmented Epstein's.
well, there's still
Yeah.
a lot of names that are blacked out. The only names
Yeah.
they released were the victims.
well, that and it's a heavily curated files. We're not seeing the real files.
That's
Oh,
true. That's
All,
true. A lot
all
of people-
articles written surrounding P. Diddy should be called puff pieces.
Oh, but you're correct. It's like we keep forgetting that a lot of people had access to these files for a long time. We have no idea
Yeah.
what may
And,
have been taken out or even inserted.
Yep.
Another thing, apparently, they controlled, or I mean, hold on, I'm going a little bit ahead of myself, but he was also close to the guy who was programming 4chan, the creator of 4chan.
Oh,
So
shit.
had ties to that as well, which is
Oh,
really-
yeah, and he was also talking to Bill Gates about the epidemic about COVID.
Oh, yeah.
we had.
2015,
talking
yeah.
about-
Get ready
yeah.
for it.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
and so Epstein kind of like worked in the politics department, whereas Diddy was working the celebrities and the music
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah,
Very
somehow
close to the border as well.
Glenn Quagmire didn't appear in any of those files.
So
Well-
Matt Groening used to fly the Lolita Express with Epstein. He'd get like foot massages from young girls.
Well, isn't it odd how oddly prescient The Simpsons were? And
A
it's
little
like,
too odd, wouldn't you say?
yeah, it's like they knew about it beforehand. Like I don't know.
Oh, this is what you're orchestrating? Let me seed that in my show.
well, part of their
Public
ritual.
consciousness.
Well, part of their ritual to manufacture consent is to tell everybody what they're going to do before they do it.
Yeah, if you make
And
people laugh about it, think of it as a joke. There's an unconscious process where they accept the thing. And
Yeah,
when you
you
see
didn't
it in
stop
real
us.
life, you joke about it instead of having genuine concern about it. And
Yeah.
people have been so disassociated from their agency and their sense of responsibility and power in their lives. Everything's kind of a joke now.
And people
insanity.
thought all those Q drops were insanity. Now look at it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Bezmenov warned us about this back in '84. And he was talking about activia mercuriatia, what the Soviets called active measures, where they would poison a target country from within through ideological subversion. They would basically demoralize people, and they didn't infiltrate like the media, the education system, and they would convince people over at least a 12 to 20 year period that they'd have no rational thoughts. They couldn't even defend any stance that they're on because everything was fabricated. They didn't know what was real. And he said in '84, we are well past the stage of demoralization.
Yeah.
And that was in '84.
Yeah, and now look at us.
one of the
We're,
powerful.
we're full of a bunch of Karens who go around yelling at people in the winter when they can't even justify any of their stances. They're just all emotion.
Yeah.
vitriol and hatred. You watch them on the news; they're insane.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that disinformation is about getting you to think like a certain message, whereas the real idea is that it muddies the conversation so much that you don't know what to think.
Yep.
It's like if you think about going out in the world and talking about your ideas of politics, which used to be a thing people used to talk about. Now you're like, well, everyone's going to go crazy as soon as you bring up the subject. Everyone's got their opinion already made up.
Well,
Yeah.
did you see the British kid there? I guess he's like some right wing influencer, and he's filming, like he's in his bedroom or something, and his mom is like flipping her shit like on the phone with the police. My son is extremely right wing.
Yes,
And then his dad.
I saw that.
I didn't hear about this. No.
So
Yeah, this
saw
guy's
it.
like, get out of here, you parasites!
So basically, it's just a young kid who's got like Amelia thoughts in his head, right? He's like, well, I don't want to let my country go to immigrants and being taken over. And his parents are like fucking woke boomers who are
Yeah, calling
following
the
the
police.
plan, and they're like, oh my God, you're like, you're a terrorist. And it's like, no, I'm just like a political commentator on the internet. Call the police. And they called the police on their son, telling him, get out of here, you terrorist.
How
She
biblical.
was
man.
hysterical. Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah. And he's
I don't
like,
even have a
"Oh,
smart ass
too."
comment for that. I'm flabbergasted.
I
I'm
thought
really
it was
big
a fake video.
for
Yeah, I thought it
commentary?
was. I thought it was a staged video until I saw more and more like corroboration or whatever. But like, yeah, the kid's like, he's like, Mom, I just don't want my country to be lost to like foreign influence. Like, I want to save my country. And like the dad comes in and he looks like the dad from Shaun of the Dead, and he's all pissed off and he's like, shut the fuck up, you fucking parasite. It's like,
Yeah,
whoa.
Parasite.
Yeah,
Man,
and, like,
these
he was
people are
talking.
eager to be taken over, man.
Yeah, but to see that much
Fine,
irrational
we'll take him
rage-
over then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get the North American hegemony going. We got to get Canada and the United States to tag team.
Well,
We gotta be
luckily
the
there's
bro
a new
force.
political power in the UK. That's at least they're
Yeah.
gonna have like a real choice at the elections.
Oh, dude, they're gonna they're gonna arrest Rupert Lowe for hate speech, and they're gonna send him to prison before any kind of election will be
Well,
held.
unless he's got special protection, you never know, man. There's a changing wind in the world right now.
Yeah, that's true. Like the Scorpion song.
Wasn't that? Weren't they also like part of the CIA or like I don't know, the Tavistock Institute to bring in the when they were bringing down the wall? They were like one of the first bands to go in the across the Iron Curtain, weren't they?
Yeah, down to Gorky Park. Yeah.
Which is a song they didn't even write.
No.
Who wrote it? Stan Smith?
I don't know the whole story. I don't know. Is he the farmer guy? I hope so.
Yeah, dude, I saw him on Asmongold, and Asmongold was like flipping it. He's like, God, I hope this guy wins because it's going to set precedents for the rest of Europe. It'll be like a house of cards.
Okay.
I didn't know
Arhaida
YouTube was having problems.
Just so you're aware, YouTube is going down for everyone. So if you start having problems with the stream, it's probably not the CIA.
Notice how he says probably.
I want to make sure that the powers that be get this message here.
He is not an agent of the CIA. He is a writer of comic books.
You hear it here, folks.
Yeah.
I just went and checked. My YouTube is kind of foobarred right now.
Nani?
Yeah, I'm opening YouTube as well, and it doesn't load any thumbnails.
Omae wa mo shindaru.
Yeah.
Something went wrong. Try again.
That's what I was getting, and now I'm not even getting that. I'm just getting a blank screen. I have my menu over to the left along with my subscriptions, but my news feed is just a
Oh,
white screen.
well, YouTube's working for me, so. that's
Oh,
all
I
I
just
know.
but you want I just clicked on under subscriptions. I just clicked on Frederick Guimon, and his page still popped up. I'm just not getting a news feed.
Oh.
Let's see if I can. All right, I'm getting your show.
Yeah, the page is not even loading for me on Brave right now. Like I can't even click on
Drop a like.
my own icon is not even showing.
Grammys World
Yeah.
sometimes.
Dude, I just get some like 1980s like Shasta cup art here that looks like I got like a blue rectangle and some green aqua lines and shit. It's just like
Corey
something
says-
went wrong.
My YouTube is messing up, but I could click this channel. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
exactly what I just
Yeah.
did. Yeah, the news feed isn't loading.
It's
You
the
know
best
what it
channel in
is?
the world.
Possibly because this channel was chosen.
yes. We're the only ones speaking the truth, folks. Right
It's
now,
good to
back
have
to drawing
people.
comics.
It's good to nose people. Oh man!
All right, now to go check on the X Twitter. Make sure you're running over there.
Uh-huh.
Twitter
Oh,
seems to
yeah.
be working, which is weird because I actually got a message from StreamYards at the beginning saying Twitter's having problems streaming right now. So it wouldn't surprise me if Twitter was having problems, but turns out YouTube is. So are we under attack? Is my channel under attack? Hashtag the quartering. Funny that YouTube is all down, but the Bitcoin channel is still up. We will survive. We will survive, folks. So hang on to this channel. Don't click away. It might all disappear. But well, we'll be streaming through it all, through the
Yeah,
revolution.
through it all. We'll be
James,
here live, folks. You animals.
You animals. James,
Revolution will be terrorized.
you have a segment for us. Do you have an intro for that segment, by the way?
I sent it to you. Did you upload it and do the thing?
Of course I did. Hold on.
That sounded incredibly confident, didn't it?
Yes, right. I'm also running for a politician. All right.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Yes, you see, it's all going according to plan.
Funny that. That's
So
funny.
it says working on a show intro. Okay, I dropped back links. Oh, okay, there you go. I got you.
There it is. Whoa, technology.
It's all going according to plan.
It works sometimes. Sometimes.
My
Join-
master plan.
Join Dropbox, choose your account. Continue with Google. This, that,
He's commentating.
clickety click clack.
Don't talk smack,
Okay,
Jack.
okay.
Yakety yak,
Downloads.
don't talk back.
Oh, it's in
Wait.
French. Le download.
Is it like that guy in San Diego? Smack, smack, smackety, whackety, whack.
Don't talk back.
Don't talk.
No, apparently there was like some guy and his name, I think his name was Jason Russell. He was in San Diego, and South Park made a whole music number about how he was naked in the middle of the street, smacking and whacking. It was just yak yak smackety smack. Sorry, I amused myself.
Okay. Which video is it today?
What a world.
All I
got
hear
this-
is the chorus.
Right? He's just browsing with the live opera in the background doing their thing.
Isn't
They're
it great?
practicing.
I love this. It's so majestic.
It's like my soundtrack when I wake up every morning.
Downloads. Oh, I got it. The negative
Yeah,
space. Full intro.
That's right. That's the name of our segment / show within a show. The
Woo.
negative space. Dedicated to
That's
you
because that's how you draw focus to the screen.
dedicated to you university students out there.
Oh,
Especially you ladies.
Hello, all the ladies.
all you inappropriate relationships with professors? Giggity.
Ooh, yeah.
What are you doing in here? Well, don't stare.
Linda Hamilton. Hey now.
Women love it when you stare like a creep when they're coming out of the shower naked. That's what I learned. That's what I learned from that segment.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yes, furiously masturbating is optional.
Ah. Ooh.
There.
Like the negative zone. All right. So James, whenever you're ready, just blink twice and I'll start the.
Of course, yeah. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's hold on. Let me remove the soundtrack of our lives and play the intro. You ready, folks? Here goes the first ever edition of Negative Space.
Hey! What's missing from this page? The negative space! We read it, we shred it, we tell you the truth. Negative space! Comic reviews!
Ooh.
Damn!
Here, folks.
Giggity.
All right,
I
we're
need
gonna
to
have
make
to
it
put
a
that one
slightly
at the
bigger.
closeout as well. Just for reasons.
For it's a scientific reason.
Yeah. Purely
We're
scientific.
studying physics mostly here.
According to Aristotle, you have to echo the beginning at the end, and
Yeah, storytelling 101, clearly.
exactly.
Visual
rhymes.
storytelling.
So let me give you the stage here.
Yes.
I remember this. Yes.
Yeah,
Affinity for pugs has led you to a pop kill.
exactly. I do actually own a pug. It's somewhere around this household of mine.
It's in a bag and board. He's bag and boarded, probably.
Yeah. Hanging bird, somewhere in the long box, I'm sure.
She almost looks a little like Morena Baccarin from back in her heyday.
Oh yeah, from the V show.
Now,
From Firefly, but imagine her with short
correct,
hair. She would look a lot
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
You're correct.
if you watched V, she had short hair like that.
Well, wasn't V from the 80s?
No, there was a remake in the early 2000s.
They made it twice.
I never saw that one.
The show's so nice, they made it twice.
Yeah.
All right. Folks, if you're still in the chat, if you're still out there watching the YouTube that has disintegrated, let us know. Say hello.
Right.
Give us a wink, a nod, and
We're here.
just so
We're
we know
live.
you're still out there. The floor is yours, James.
Yeah, so Pop Kill. This issue actually went for $1 more than I usually like to spend on a basic issue. And that's because basically every single page is a little thicker and made of better material for your viewing and pleasure.
Like
which
some thick ladies, you hear?
Exactly. Like you have actually some nice cardstock on this cover. You feel it. I have 2 issues. I waited for the second one to come in to really judge the story and the art, though I pretty much made up the my mind on the art when I initially saw it, and it did not get better from there. Let's put it that way. The cover art is the best thing about this comic.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
Those-
unfortunately that's one of a lot of people's
That
complaints.
is a lot. That is a
Yeah.
lot.
When you have a different artist on the cover, then you have the
Mhm.
interior.
There's a
even
lot of
you-
different covers for this as well. Like this sells a lot of comic books. There's like 8 different covers of this thing, alternates, and most of them are
Really?
sold out. Most of them are sold out, and the ones that are not, they're like expensive alternate covers that go for like $90 because that's how they decided to price them. Basically, these are the 2
Wow.
basic covers that I have. They look very nice. Flipping them over, they look identical. I kind of like the back.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
yeah, I really like that branding. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And
The
it's
design is strong with this one.
very strong until you start opening up the book.
Oh no.
It goes for a
That's why I
James
never
Bond-
open my comics. I don't want to
Yeah.
be disappointed.
This tries to go for some sort of like James Bond-esque modern day twist that fails right off the bat, because when I open this, like, it feels flat. This is an okay page, but it feels flat. That character for me looks kind of awkward, and something that's going to be throughout this entire thing. Whoever drew this has no idea how to actually do faces because all the characters are ugly.
Oh no.
Every single character. And when I flip the page, it becomes quite obvious. Now, it goes straight into sort of an action sequence of our main character finishing up a job for his boss. But as we get a close look at
Panel
his face
layout is
here.
confusing here
Yeah,
because
it
it
is
looks
actually
like you can read from one page to the other because the
Ye-
panels line up perfectly from both pages.
yes, it
You don't
comes off.
know if you should read one page before the other or if you should read fully across.
The comic comes off very stock like that. Like I should have looked into the artist beforehand to give a little biography of who to blame, but we're gonna have to do that later on. I just want to draw you to some faces here. First one, this one. That's ugly. That's like a half rodent man. That's a half rodent man, and it doesn't change. Bring this guy's face in here. I believe that's the same. No, this is a character he's killing right now. But as you can see, he is also a half rodent man. All the male characters have this weird, like tight jawbone. And
The hand is strange also on the left panel there.
yes, every character looks weird when they look there up close. And
Yeah.
everything good is kind of basic, but it's hard for me to look away from just the ugly characters because they're really so horrific, and it's just goes through the entire book as we continue. Here's another lovely ugly character view right there of our main guy here, and
that
that
looks
his
so
O-face?
wrong.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a little bit too much fun.
He's getting a big, looks like he's getting a big bird.
Someone's
Now,
touching his snuffleupagus.
it's been like 2 weeks since I read this. I particularly remember the action being quite dissatisfied and a little clunky along the way, and it's just like, there's so much happening, and it's all just shoved together on the pages that it becomes very hard to follow. That I had to like stop and sort of just examine the panel that I'm looking at and contrast to what comes next. And it just wrapped up so quickly. This guy goes in, he blows something up, and then he runs out in the open and everyone's shooting at him. And of course they all miss and he just drives away. And this kind of showcases what our main character is going to be like. And he is very much the Gary Stu of this story. They try to go for this pop James Bond, but they make him so damn perfect. It just does not work at all. Now here's this Mexican fella, is the only one that kind of looks like an okay character.
Does he have? Okay, he's got a gun in his mouth.
Yes, yes. This is they went straight for the big evil boss.
It's
basically
weird.
saying-
The point of view of having it's so weird.
I
And
thought it was a push pop.
the other panel underneath where he's holding a gun,
Mhm.
his hand is so much smaller than it should
Yeah.
be. It should be way bigger
Yeah,
as it's closer to the camera, right?
exactly.
Yeah, there's no
It's like
force
a-
perspective.
It's reminding me of the Deadpool movie where he cut his hand off and it was growing back.
Yeah, the
Yes.
baby hand.
Yeah. Corey's got and also noted another issue. The biggest issue is too many dudes. No
Yeah.
Yeah.
babes.
Now there was
Sausage
one chick at the beginning, which I didn't point out. It's literally just these two guards that are talking right here. One of them happens to be a woman, but she explodes. So this, you don't have to worry about wokeness in this. Like this one does not care about wokeness. It goes full Monty in a lot of ways. And if you like that, this might be the comic for you, because this baby goes full Monty. That's what I can tell you. Like, everyone is hyper evil. Things just happen for the sake of happening, especially in the second issue, which made me laugh my ass off when the action started kicking off. But
Well, yeah, that's a question in order. So
Mhm.
obviously the art's a problem, but how did you find the story going in?
very cliche, over the top, and almost to parody levels, though I don't think they were trying to make this a parody.
Okay, that's not a good thing.
Yes, exactly. And also I want to point to you, this is the first panel that your eyes are drawn to. The page begins over here.
Yes.
We're supposed to start here. This
Yeah.
is an establishing shot. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, that
This
tiny
little box.
corner.
That's your establishing shot. And then you're
Mhm.
supposed to draw over here to a newspaper with some good visual information to show us what's going on. What they're talking about here is the explosion that happened before. And then all the way down here, he's basically saying, I'm going to blow your head off, which finally draws to the actual panel we're immediately drawn to and want to start reading from. And then he says, either you're going to die or you kill your 3 men behind you. And he kills his 3 men, which I'm assuming are just the surviving guards from the night before, because they're super duper evil like that. And and then it's very like cliche James Bondish. Here's a minion guy who's gonna go kill our main character, shows us how evil they are, and
Holy
then
word balloon.
yeah, there's a lot of just reading throughout, and a lot of it is, luckily, the dialogue isn't too offensive. Like if you made it this far, you kind of understand what you're gonna get, and it's very like, look at me, I'm a slick badass, and everyone around me is just evil and wants and thinks about profit and money, and that's it. And our main character is just a slick badass trying to survive, but of course he's in the predicament he's in because he slept with his now forced boss's mistress, and he has to pay off a debt. Yeah, that's the entire that's why he's here right now. And then it gets us to this crazy scene. Like I said, our first full
Go,
Monty.
Corey.
Our first full
you're up.
Monty. And
Okay.
Wait a minute, is one of them pregnant?
yeah, and like before,
Yeah.
once again, the big shot is over here on the second page instead of the establishing shot. That's now this thing over here. So like
Yeah,
this
that's
is
weird.
it's very reoccurring, and it's, if you flipped it, it would have actually felt much more smooth as a read.
Well, see that's a good point. Like if he had just like added another page or taken out a page at the
Yeah.
beginning, everything would be exactly on the right page when you turn, where
Yeah,
you'd grab your interest.
exactly. But obviously it's not. And the only reason this is happening is because, and here he is, he's actually signing some stuff with these women he slept with, because finally they do it right. Now this
He's got
shot
some
right here
small
is where
legs.
Yeah. Yeah. He skips leg day.
yeah. Some proportion issues. Once again, ugly faces all around.
Well, the chicks looked pregnant in that big orgy shot, and then now they look thin again, like normal-ish again.
There's proportion issues all around. It's plaguing it. It doesn't go away.
Corey
This
says
thing-
it just got 70% better.
Now he's sleeping with them because they're all wives of older rich men who are worried about them getting their pleasure. So
He's
this
not
is
like
him.
Gideon.
He
And
got
they,
studded out.
and then when he bangs the wives right here, he's signing a I guess like a notice that's essentially saying,
Was
I
it an
banged
NDA?
I banged
No,
your
it's a
wife.
receipt. It's an invoice.
I banged your wife. Please let me live here for one more month. Basically,
That'll be 1 monthly Roger.
exactly. Now
I'm
they
sure
go
he's
to,
leaving them a review. He's scoring them.
no, they go. They do something I like here, though the comic, like the artwork throughout, is very questionable. He basically goes on a killing spree, and at the top we get some information about the person he's going to take out, and they get straight to it, why he's killing them, and then him getting the job done all the way through. Right here is just him actually landing and getting the job done. And I actually like these very much because they're quick reads. They get straight to it, and they're actually really fun little montages. But at this point, I'm pretty much just nullified to the art. But the faces still are so out there that I
Dude, when you
stop.
see faces, look at the page on the left. You don't even see their faces. We're staring at the
blurry.
back of their heads.
Yeah, and that's because I think they know they can't draw faces at that point either.
Yeah.
I think
That's like
they
the most
realize-
fundamental.
Yeah.
He's not
And then
terrible.
we get
but he's
another
not
babe
great.
shot.
He's like, it's
Boobs.
like very average.
Yeah.
It's mid kind of a.
Yeah, we get a babe shot of basically our babe / love interest for this whole
Appreciate
thing.
that. That's
And he's
good.
Got a
basically
nice hand.
yeah. And once again, he's just like, it's pretty basic across the board. You got yourself this chick, though. You'll never see her with this much sort of curve until like the second issue. She instantly loses it once we see her
Oh
again.
no!
Yeah, I mean, remember this comic book, it has a lot of issues all the way through, and of course,
the size of the heads on the like the left panel on the right page. One guy has a huge head, the other guy's closer to us and has a small head.
yeah. Now,
But
When I'm reading
the
this-
cheekbones and eyes on the guy, the second panel down on the left page. Wow, I'm really seeing the rodent thing you were talking about before there.
It looks like Freddy Krueger.
it's all so fucking terrible. And if it wasn't for the absolute silliness of the story, I would have vomited all over this thing. Because the story was so parody at this point, though you can tell it was taking itself seriously. This turned into an absolute comedy. I was laughing my ass off. Here, his boss is just telling him, basically, go secure this woman. She has like a formula that'll make soda stay fizzy longer. Whoever gets it wins.
You're joking, right?
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's the plot. Now,
That actually sounds interesting now.
it's just a dumb. That's just it. The dumb faces. The
So this is basically a Coke versus Pepsi comic.
basically, and everything about it is comical and basic. And I'll give them this: when he actually goes to secure this woman, we're finally seeing her with some clothes on. We get to see her face. That's
Oh,
what her
there's the
face
pug.
looks like. That's her. Okay. That's her face. You get to stare at that. And she has a very ugly pug. Look at that pug. All right. Look at that. It doesn't
doesn't
get
even look
better.
like a
I
pug.
wouldn't recognize that as a pug there.
It
All
doesn't
no.
get better.
All pugs
okay?
are ugly, by the way. Just
Yeah,
it's a
It
general rule
doesn't
of
get
thumb.
better. Here's some more pug for you. Right
Like the
there.
breed of the dog is changing per panel.
Yeah.
But the
It's-
cars are well drawn. Like he pays attention
more
to the cars. All
Yeah,
the
he can
cars
draw
are really
vehicles
well
pretty
done.
well.
Also,
Yeah.
look at the way she's kind of bent over. It feels kind of awkward.
The
there.
legs are too small again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's
And
all torso.
she is.
Yeah,
She's too
yeah.
tall there.
It's like the dwarf people with like the
Yes.
5 points of articulation.
Absolutely. And this is them basically our main character setting up her to run into him, where our two ugly characters can have a conversation with the poorly drawn pug.
It's like Scrappy Doo over here.
Wow.
Absolutely.
On the cover, she looked like Morena Baccarin, and in here, she looks like a distorted Carry-On Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also has terrible side face here.
Yeah,
This
look at
one-
the jaw on that. God dang.
She's got the Giga Chad jaw.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Which one's
Now-
the girl and which one's the pug?
I kind of like
got an
this
underbite.
panel. The rain looks good and the car looks decent.
The guy loves cars. I'll
Yeah, he
tell you
can
that.
draw cars.
If only
really
he
well.
liked humans.
Yeah. Well, also I gotta add the colorist saved a lot of this. Like, if this was like the colorist wasn't part of this, and this was just in black and white, and it was slightly shaded, this would
Yeah.
look even worse.
So
Is
is
she just
is this the
sucking
same?
face with her dog?
That's what I thought
Yeah.
at first.
I thought she
The
was
dog-
eating it.
The dog is like licking the side of her face,
Yeah, but that's a
and it
bad,
still does feel awkward though.
bad shot.
Looks like she's
That
So-
is-
biting him. Like,
Is the artist the same as the colorist, or is the colorist like another person?
Let's find
that
out.
is
I don't
usual?
know.
yeah, the
This
colorist
front
is
page
that,
should tell us.
Yeah,
Brian Reber. Yeah,
Reber.
I don't fault the colorist in any of
Yeah.
this.
So the artist is Juan Santa Cruz.
And what sucks about this is it is high quality. You can feel the quality in the pages.
Yeah.
They're nice and they're crisp.
80-pound pages.
But it sucks. And if it wasn't for the story being something that feels like a Mel Brooks script,
Unintentional.
unintentional Mel Brooks script, I
You keep-
would have.
The more you're telling me about the story, the more I like it.
Yeah.
You
It's like the
might,
Silence of the Lambs. Best comedy.
you
ever.
might get the freaking pros version if you can find it, but
Yeah.
like, there's not a lot to look at. There's so much to point out that's bad
Well, it's mid.
in
It's
every other regard.
nothing's terrible.
I mean,
Well,
I think a lot of the faces are downright terrible. I'm sorry. I've seen
sure, but I mean,
I've seen terrible stuff drawn way worse than this guy. Faces
Yeah.
way better.
but it's mid. Like none of the panels are exciting.
Yeah.
Nothing's like
No one's
lazily
died
done.
for a
Like
while,
I'm thinking
too.
like a Rob Liefeld does bad backgrounds, right? He doesn't do them, but at least he overcompensates by making
Now-
action.
This is where
Yeah.
the first issue ends, and
Mhm.
it ends on a down note because it took me a while to find out what the hell that was I was looking at, and it's
A
a,
tree?
bug. It's a tree.
A
but
bug? I
there's
thought it was
little-
a tree.
It's supposed to be a bug, but I wasn't sure until I picked up the second issue.
Oh.
But it's just him at the end of the day asking about the special fizz to make sodas last longer, and that's how the first issue ends.
Secrets in the
Tell us your
sauce.
Pepsi secrets.
Yeah,
I love
and then the second
story
issue,
plot. I love the plot though.
the second issue enforces the Mel Brooksness tenfold because it I guess you can say that it's coming off there really ugly. Even at this one, like she's supposed to look hot, but look at that face. She
She's
looks
got
like
a dump truck ass.
she looks like a tired mom at the end of the day.
Or a 14-year-old boy.
That too, going to make transition.
She doesn't have any
but-
boobs either.
So
No.
literally picks up right where we left off, and she's all like, "How do you know about the formula? Yada yada." Oh, well, I'm actually here to offer you a job, which feels completely anticlimactic because you could have done that at any point throughout her regular day without having to completely like. He popped all 4 tires of her car, and this is his big plan to ask her after a day's worth of going out of his way. It's pretty fucking terrible. But instantly, bad guys show up.
Oh.
Bad guys show up. They kick in the door. Now, mind you, he just mentioned the cola like a minute ago, and instantly in her home, there are 4 dudes packing major heat out of nowhere. And she does
Whoa.
not live like near the building where she works and shit. She's like across town, as we'll see in a bit. And go ahead. Go
Look
ahead.
at that. Look at the middle panel. Okay, the knife is in the guy's forehead. No, I'm sorry. The right. Yeah, the knife is in the guy's forehead. Yet
Mhm.
in the next panel, they make a sound effect and they have the knife going
Yeah.
into his.
It's
Exactly.
What?
the sound effect. It's oh my god! It's a
Delayed
knife that
sound
has a
effect.
delayed action. It's a delayed action knife.
Exactly. And instantly will these 4 guys have guns on him, mind you.
I got to
Picks
push
up
back
the
on
knife.
your critic here,
Okay.
James, because you say that the guys did not have time to come down. Dude, they had a whole issue. They had a whole month between the issues to come down. Like they were talking about Coke in the previous issue. That
Yeah.
gives them a whole month.
Well, they have time dilation powers too. I mean, they
Time
can throw a knife
dilation,
into somebody's head and then.
Okay, so check this out though. He's throwing this knife into this guy's head. Everyone else has, including the guy he threw a knife into his head. They all have guns on him while he's initially reaching for the knife. It's gonna take like a good 3 to 4 seconds. Reach down, pick up this knife, aim, throw it, stab that guy in the head, and still nobody actually starts shooting him until this next panel when
Wow.
he picks up a saucer with poorly drawn spaghetti, which is something I forgot to mention.
Oh, Will Smith spaghetti.
Eat spaghetti. Let's see if there's any spaghetti here. It might be on the
Ah.
previous issue.
That's
Here
how
it
you
is.
can tell it's AI.
Yeah.
Poorly drawn spaghetti. That's all I want to say. It looks like she's eating a worm here. Okay. It shouldn't look like that. The spaghetti should not be floating. All right. It should be like
Wants to-
hanging down.
Well, she wants to lose that dump truck ass, so she's
Yeah.
swallowing
Yeah.
a tapeworm.
Those are parasites, James.
So they still haven't shot him after they stabbed his friend in the face. and they give him another 4 seconds to turn around, pick up a poorly drawn spaghetti, and throw it at another guy. And he
Bomb
only,
spaghetti.
and then he only starts shooting after he gets hit by the poorly drawn spaghetti. And then they give him another 18 seconds to pick up a heavy chair and start beating him with it.
Wow.
Time has got to come into factor here. Like, there has to be a reason why these guys who all have guns drawn on him don't shoot. We see it here, right? There's a gun right on him. This guy should have shot him as soon as he reached for a knife.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, he had the
No.
delayed reaction knife. Like it, stood it, like it stabbed him in the head,
Yeah.
and then the next frame it hit him.
This is another thing. One of the guys that came into the building had a flamethrower strapped to his chest.
It's like, okay, we're gonna wait a good 15 minutes to get this flamethrower.
That's your
off.
close quarter weapon.
And
you
that was
carry
the guy
around.
in the back. All right. He's the one standing in the back when they
Where do
come
we
in.
put the guy with the
He's
flamethrower behind us?
And the guys in the front, one of them has an SMG, the other two have pistols. That's their setup. A flamethrower guy, SMG, 2 pistols. That alone's weird.
Yeah, it's like G.I. Joe guys.
Exactly. And it pops off 4-man team a minute after their conversation. You get this fight scene, which was pretty basic. I don't really have much bad to say about it. They have this good little sequence here where you can easily see him getting the gun out of the guy's head and then
Yeah,
blowing his head off. And then his body goes downward. Well, flamethrower guy comes
I
in.
like the splat on the ceiling. That's cool.
Yes. And I will say this. I believe the reason they covered all the bad guys' faces is because they knew they can't draw faces.
Less spaces
Yeah.
to draw.
Give everybody the Menpo
Yes,
mask.
except for this guy, which this is actually an issue here. Here, he's telling them to leave. All right. He's like, get out of here, leave. And we see her running against this large countertop next to an open door frame. We see the door frame here. She's now at the door frame, and there's this huge guy just in the room teleported there. And we know that's where she is because there's the countertop we were seeing beforehand,
Yep.
giving us an aspect. And mind you, this countertop looks way bigger in this scene compared to this scene here. And this guy's also huge compared to her. So I have no idea how he just teleported in
Also,
like that.
kind of like she's bent down.
Yeah.
No,
that's
no,
true.
no, no. You know what it is? He's huge because he's farther away in the background.
But he's clearly in frame. See, his shoulders inside the frame, not outside the doorway.
But if she
Where
would
we-
get up, like if she would get straight, she'd be taller than him by head.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. He's
Yeah.
got the poorly drawn pug. I wonder if this was the moment. Let me see. No, that happens later on. There's a moment when they reconnect with each other. They exit the building and they get shot at by another team. It took me a minute to find out this was another team because there's terrible storytelling from panel to panel. And the pug's face I just want to zoom in real quick. Okay,
He's got an extra chromosome.
there you go, right next to the ass. There you go.
Now that's
And then
a
the
nice
pug's
shot.
face. Yeah, and the
Oh,
guy's
dude, that pug is ugly.
yeah,
That's
It's
not
the
even a
tongue.
pug. That's not how you draw a pug.
yeah. It's
No.
everywhere. You can get a little bit of ugly there. Look at that.
Oh,
in the
I see
corner.
now. That's a little better. But like, pugs should be way uglier than that.
Well, they look like a burnt cigar end. Like
Yeah.
their
Look at
entire
that.
face is round and circle. Like
Yeah. So and there's 2 teams now, mind you. Within like a minute of them talking, they throw in 2
Wait,
teams.
they got backup now?
Mind you,
Yeah.
all he was doing was offering her a job. That's all he was doing. And they sent 2 teams,
Well,
2
yeah, I
kill
mean,
teams.
Come on, James. Do you really want women working in the workplace? Come on.
yeah, that's what this all is. It's like
I'm
an
on their
anti.
side, to be honest.
Yeah.
Rooting for the GI Joes.
Oh, this is where it happens. I just want to focus in on the pug again because I think this one might be one of the worst there. It just
Well,
looks
he's
incomplete.
small now. It's
And the reason
Yeah.
I want to show this off is because Right here, they're on a rooftop waiting for someone to pick them up because, of course, he can just pick up his phone and get a helicopter there in
Wait,
3 minutes.
What?
Yeah, he's like, we're getting a rooftop. I called the guy. He's going to pick us up at your building, whom he's never been to before, in city limits, but he's going to be here in 3 minutes. Okay. And then
Shows up
he's
to the
like,
wrong building.
then these guys start coming in. He sees them coming in. And right here, he's like, give me the pug. And then he takes the pug,
They
right?
want the pug?
Yeah. And you want to know why? I don't know why. Because immediately he executes these guys, kills them. There's actually this nice wide shot when this other dude finally comes in, the big bad guy from, or the side bad guy from the previous issue. Get this, the focus. Focus.
Oh, he broke the 180 rule.
Yeah. And then he hands the pug over to her right here.
Give me the dog. Okay, now take the dog.
Yes. That is so wasteful. This and this. Like these panels of here.
Hold on. Who's saying give me the dog? Is she
Right
saying
here.
give me the
No.
dog?
No, the blonde-haired guy said, "Give me the dog."
Right here, he asks her to give him the dog. He has the dog. At the top here, he kills them, and then he just gives the dog back.
It was like a weird luck charm for
Well, he's
Amy.
training his dog how to kill people.
He was
Nope.
shooting people with the dog.
Don't write the script for them.
Yeah.
Now we get ourselves.
Well-
You're just not seeing the
action.
genius of the
What was he
writing.
launching the bullets out of the dog?
Wait.
Yeah.
yeah. There's the,
Dog
there's
has
the pug
like,
silencer.
spare bullets on him.
Yeah.
Squeeze him by the bollocks.
We get this action sequence. These characters just look awkward here in this one. Freaking top panel. I don't know why. For me, it just feels awkward.
I think his
It's
left arm
subtle.
is broken.
No, it's subtle action. Like
His
in
leg
a
is so
comic,
small.
you got to commit to the action. They're like
Yeah.
in mid action. They're not in actual action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Also,
either
the
wheel
legs,
back or
the leg's a bit small too. Again, the proportions.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just looks like they're hesitating. Like should I attack?
Yeah,
And
and then they're supposed to be cutting each other up here, which is actually a little hard to tell.
Yeah, it's more mom spaghetti.
Yeah, a lot of that. I kind of like this one. You see the guy's face and the
Well,
poorly
it's-
drawn knife, and then the
It's
very
like-
ugly buck teeth.
It's above his pay grade. Like I know what he's trying. He's trying to do something really awesome, but it's kind of weak sauce.
Exactly. That's the entire thing here. I don't know why these guys were chosen specifically because the story obviously is ridiculous. The artwork is questionable. The
Lowest
writing
bidders.
is mid. These guys just kick each other's ass. Basically, that's what happens. First, I like that may have been cool in the 80s, but don't lick someone's blood off your knife.
Ah, welcome to hepatitis.
That's unhygienic.
Yes,
That's how
exactly.
we got the HIV.
You get ourselves another ugly pug.
Well, to be fair, he
The
didn't have a
the
chance.
dog
to
shrunk.
He did not have time to finish his spaghetti. The guy. is
Yeah, the
still
dog
hungry.
shrunk again.
He's in Chihuahua
Honestly,
mode.
like, and at this point, she's all like, "I don't want to go with you. Why should I go with you?" Like, fine, stay here and burn to death.
because you're the only one he's not killing.
And then they get on Buck Rogers. Freaking, I call him
No,
Buckface
that's-
Rogers.
That's Dr. Disrespect.
Okay. Disrespects freaking helicopter to get out of there, and then they leave. They get off. They have conversations. I really don't care. Most of this is fucking boring. There's really no more action beyond
Well,
this.
hold on. Look at that shot of the house.
That looks like a trace.
Yeah, but like, why do we need such a big, large shot of a very flat view of the house?
I don't know. You're the comic book artist. Tell
Well,
me.
no, not only that, but like we've had other shots where you were showing in earlier things where the establishing shot was this tiny little thing.
Yeah.
And it's like there was a more like importance of that establishing shot.
Mhm.
Here there's no more action, so it's like why are we getting this huge dedicated panel to something where there's not. It's like not a big set piece.
It was
And
probably somebody's actual house. He drew it, put it in the comic, and he
Well,
wanted
but
them
that's
to see
fine.
it.
But it's just like this is the.
It looks like a photo. Like
It's a bad angle, and we're seeing the guy and the girl exactly from the back, super flat.
yeah,
They're not even half turned. They're not even in action. They're not
Mhm.
walking. They're just like standing.
Oh, yeah,
like
there's-
paper dolls.
She's like standing like she's bow legged, like she's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of them are walking. They're just kind of
Yeah.
standing there, all
Yeah,
weird.
that could be improved. Like take the shot of the house from an angle, so you see it in perspective.
Yeah.
And same with the characters. You want to see the faces, or at least some form of action.
Well, you don't want to see the faces in this one. Here we
Point
also get a
made.
flashback, which I think is probably my least favorite flashback. Because the girls are like, "Oh, why are you working for the guys you're working for?" It's like, "Oh, well, I owe them." And then you go straight to a flashback here. But it took me a second to realize it because it's just location. You know, we've seen better flashbacks on this show. Very weak.
Oh, I wish we could cut to a flat.
Yeah. No, this also the comedy.
Oh, is that
drowning in
cola?
The
Pepsi.
Woolsey.
I love that.
Is she like a tooth? Like are they trying to dissolve her?
Coke will dissolve your body. Like that is a potent.
Yeah.
Like that would my dad used to get rid of rust
Yeah.
on whatever on metal by leaving it in a Coke, like in Coke for like the night or 24 hours or something.
Yeah.
worked.
Wow.
The rust would dissolve.
Yeah. So here's him, and basically it's just pages of. I'm not sure why we had to get two shots, one after the other of her.
Yeah.
They both kind of look, but I think this one worked better if her eyes were closed, but we don't really
Yeah.
get that. And then
Death.
Sheldon, where
Hey.
and then we just end it with her leaving.
and
he
how
wakes
soda
up.
can ruin your face.
Wakes up, and then he calls a third company. I'll give you guys the special fizz formula instead.
Oh, this is where Dr. Pepper comes in.
Yeah. Also, we get a look at.
I mean, I'm
Like-
digging the story. Like,
Ridiculous.
It's supposed
This is
to be satire.
ridiculous. I'm sure it is, but it's not the best satire. It's ridiculous. It's pretty stupid on every level. The art is ugly. The characters are ugly. Your main Gary Stu, he's not even like a heavy drinker. And just all the way a book made me laugh my ass off to the point of purchasing a second one because of how dumb it generally was. That this feels like a hard B comic.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is something you'd give to your friend as a joke.
Maybe they should have gotten the cover artist to do the interior work.
Yeah, but as
Well-
Sheldon says, it's Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes is like very expensive, so he does covers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
when
you
the
can't afford
cover's
him for the
beautiful.
interiors.
The
Well,
cover,
the colors are great in this.
yeah, exactly. Everything else is questionable. So ultimately, I'm giving this on my overall scale a 400,000.
Ooh, that's low.
499,000.99 because it made me laugh, but it's below 500, so I'm throwing it on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear
Right
you, man.
Andy
there.
Samberg
side.
did.
I
That's
think
my
it could
foot.
be fixed like with a proper artist. This could be a good comic.
Yeah,
That's
get
why
a
it's
get a
only-
better inker or better
That's why it's
penciler.
only getting thrown on the ground. This
Yeah,
next
that's
one
fair.
we've
That's fair.
seen before.
Awaiting
Oh,
the
right.
remaster.
We liked the
Yeah.
first issue's cover here because of the clear mysticism and sort of Lovecraftian vibes it's giving off. This
Mm.
is the Dark Pyramid we're taking a look at. Now, the thing about the Dark Pyramid is it's badly drawn. We like the cover because it's primarily negative space, just like this show. We went through it. It's got ugly characters, but strangely enough, not as ugly as the other one. And
Yeah.
I purchased the second issue of this because the story was actually compelling from the beginning, and that was the only thing currently holding it up. But that's where we're going to kind of continue it, because from this page, actually, it's a pretty good one. We see this very fugly, butch-like woman. She's this, we find out, a very smart scientist lady who
Deborah
is
Williams.
the only person who's kind of, is fighting for good on this mountainside as people go missing in there. And this woman's famous internet boyfriend went missing as well. And while they were in there, they both got attacked by this big ass ugly monster. And I was talking about how we don't want to hear our characters just say fuck a lot over and over again, how they need their own dialogue.
Well, they also say shit, don't they?
Yeah, fucking shit. That's what they say throughout this entire first issue here. And we get a look at our monster. We get some eyes right there. We mentioned that he like green on green didn't look too well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
monochrome.
there's some good stuff. Like the pacing was pretty good.
Yeah, the
Like,
pacing was decent in this story. The way it ended was so on this first issue, and it picks up basically right where we left off. And let me actually also show us the back of the comic.
Hold on, I gotta
right
switch
here.
my ice back real quick. I'll be back in just a minute.
I like the back of the comic. It's got nice use of negative spacing there. The creature looks good, and the upside down pyramid, I think, is a really great design choice there.
Oh yeah, good branding.
Now, the second issue has an ugly freaking cover. This looks like some fan art. If I'm going
Dude,
to
I thought that said Dan Aykroyd.
yeah, right. I think he could do
So-
better than this.
That's a Dark
it's a little
Pyramid.
hard. It's a little hard to read Dark Pyramid because there's a lot going on behind
Yeah.
the already thin and interestingly shaped lettering. It's already a little difficult to read. You have this monster right behind here, which looks like something that I doodled on a paper. And then we have these two characters, one of them knocked out, and that's our very smart black woman. And then our female main character looking for her very dumb boyfriend. That was one thing that I left out at the beginning. The boyfriend was kind of dumb. We get that at the
Misandry.
beginning here. And I'm pointing that out because this instantly turns woke very fucking quickly. And that
of
is
course. Oh.
and that is the first flag is he's dumb. 2, I suppose you
Yeah.
could say female main character, but that's more of like a smaller flag because we have plenty of female main characters in comic books. Now, right off the back, we get straight into the action. Unlike the other one, it's got a decent first little chunk here, but instantly your eyes are drawn more down here. So I think this would have been better kind of up here because this is pretty simple. But this is our characters making our official escape here, which frankly, out of all this, you could have exited out this portion and just make this the entire thing because it overall just comes to the same conclusion here. And this is them just saying, oh, what the hell is it? Just follow me and stay close, basically. You know, we could have added that in here easily. And our characters start running through. The backgrounds are very wonky. These trees are a little hard to see right there. I'm bringing it up here. Look at those trees in the background, man. Like, there's a lot of what I'll call doodle art in this.
Yeah, her mouth's a
feels-
little strange as well. Like she's
Exactly.
screaming, but it's a little something's off a little bit.
There's a lot of doodle art in this, though I will say
Fucking run. She says fucking run. The other
Yeah.
woman should be saying shit.
exactly right.
Fucking shit, man.
One thing I do like is there's lesser panels here with all these actions, and they're much more
Yes.
wider and they're less congested. So that actually helps this comic. It's easier to see what's happening.
I like
Suddenly
the
here-
silhouette of the creature. That's kind
Mhm.
of
Dude.
She has no left cheek. That's why her mouth looks weird.
No. Okay. I'm seeing something here.
Yeah.
Look at the font. So the font size for fucking run. Okay. Now look over on the right page, the big wall of dialogue. Like it's like big font, and then woo, like we shrunk it. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
Now, the character voice must sound like the person reading off all the side effects of a pharmaceutical commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Like Micro Machine Man, or like whispering or something because it's super small. Like,
Yeah. Now we come to these things. I have no idea what the hell they are. They say as long as they get to them and past this area, the creature just disappears. It poofs away. As you can see, goes poof.
Oh,
goodbye.
But there's these things here. Like, what is that? Bring that up close.
Tiki torches. They will not
Something like
replace
that.
us.
oh,
like-
it must be right.
It looks like a tiki torch, and they say, you know, you can't go past the torches for whatever reason. And then now they're all like, well, I still need to find my boyfriend. And now I'm all out here alone in the dark. So let's go look for him. They start just walking, basically. That's what's happening. She tells the story. This is where the wokeness begins. She's like, oh yeah, there's like a dark pyramid in the middle of this mountain. We don't know where it came from, but the locals are all hush hush about it. And I dated a local billionaire female because I'm a lesbian chick.
What?
Yeah. No, she said the
Holy shit! How many check boxes does that dialogue?
Yeah, somebody's got a
basically on
peg
this
leg.
page. And they said we're going to
I'm
a
a black
location.
lesbian
Yes,
billionaire.
Put her in a
No.
wheelchair.
They said that they're going to a location that the lesbian billionaire kind of upkeeps. And as soon as I flip to this page,
Oh, that's my new avatar.
She looks like a ethno gender swapped version of the Mad Magazine face.
Yeah, Alfred E. Newman. Wait, look at the septum ring, the
got a
mental illness haircut.
What's she doing in the middle of a mountain? She should be like in Minnesota yelling "Stop ice."
Apparently, in the story,
Ice ladies.
these are all fans. These are all fans of the missing person, her boyfriend, and they're all here to look for them.
What?
Yeah.
How did they get ahead of her?
She was in her own cabin somewhere else, and I guess they all made it to the billionaire's place that she didn't know about. And then they got it.
Is Kronk there with a map pointing it out and explaining?
Look-
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Look at these faces here.
Wow. Yeah, that art just
Doodle.
decided to stop. Yeah.
Doodle. All doodle, bro. It's all doodle on these 2 pages. This is nothing but a bunch of
God.
comic book doodle.
Look at the flat boobs, like the side boob. It's like all flat. I
Yeah,
bet there's removal scars under them.
yeah. It's all so terrible. And good or bad, either or. We get a few more pages. The creature looks in at them. The poorly drawn
I hope
creature.
the creature devours them and rips them to shreds.
What is he looking? He's just looking through it at the glass like he's at an aquarium or something.
Yeah. Well, he says, "Hello, unbroken things." It's like, boy, are you wrong?
Don't
Yeah.
hey, don't tap on the
Strange
glass. It
creature.
scares the monsters.
And yes, the creature starts tearing people apart.
Now
We
you're
see
talking.
some gore up here. Right there, we get a little
Oh,
bit of
shit.
gore. Finally, something's happening. Though I will say this, I'll point this out. That's what I would call lazy gore.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
stare at it, you don't know what that is. You know
Yeah.
what the hell that is. Oh, actually, I'm going to take a moment because this is my little stage here. This is actually a lid. Underneath is a whole lot of different comics.
Wow, that's like you're doing magic tricks now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pulling out one comic book here that I'm probably going to keep out because I've seen lazy gore, and people go, "Oh gosh, look at that gore! It's so freaking good. Something's happening on the page." No, friends, this is gore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Disembowelment.
When you stare at that, you can tell what's what. Okay, you
yourself.
reward your readers with shit like that. Okay,
Somehow the guy didn't even shit his pants.
well, as far as we know.
Well, he was
This-
having his appendix out, and they got a little over enthusiastic.
This is from
A
Door
hernia
Kickers.
surgery.
This is from Door Kickers Bad Medicine. It's not that bad. It's not that great either. But when it comes to gore,
Yeah.
it rewards its readers. That's what it should look like. This is what
And
I
they
like to call-
emphasized it by making the background black and white, but the gore in color.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Lazy gore. It's dark on dark in this entire area, and you really gotta and you gotta remember, in real person, these colors are darker than they appear in the video. These colors are darker, so if it looks dark to you, tone it down 1 or 2 notches. That's how dark it actually is. It's a little hard to see this gore. When you look at it, you don't know what it is. Right here, you get Boob Lady. The whole thing's like, "Oh, I'm going to kick your ass," and I believe she gets torn apart on the next page. Yes, we get Boob Lady's death right there. at the top,
Yeah.
kind of.
He just
Object,
crushes her?
object and panels may be darker than they
The
appear.
one thing,
Actually, I have no idea what it's doing
the
to her.
biggest
Actually,
issue I have
Yeah,
with
it's
this
squishing her.
monster,
it's like squishing her.
like the monster's ripping people apart. Fine,
Yeah.
you see, but it looks like a Scooby Doo monster.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
That's
really
Old Man Carruthers.
scary.
It looks like a doll with burnt and wet hair.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I barbecued a Barbie doll.
We're not sure if it's real, if it's a mask.
And
Sid from Toy
suddenly,
Story made it.
everybody,
Yeah. Oh, it's Sid.
everybody either dies or they run off, and then our main characters get trampled by them. And then they finally run off after they've been trampled by the people they're there to help. And they're met up with the military, and the military's all like, "Oh, hey, you're survivors. Okay, we're going to kill you now and everyone else and cover this up." And then
Okay.
that's where it ends, basically. Now, luckily, his face isn't drawn as terribly as everyone else's. You can actually see a bit of character in there, you know.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
not bad at all.
Yeah, it's still pretty low. And when I was done with this, I wasn't laughing. I wasn't interested.
No kill
It
pop.
was- I felt like I literally wasted my time,
Oh,
and the
man.
story
Aw.
got worse. Like, this cover looks interesting. It looks like you might want to give it a try.
Yeah, it
And I
looks
did.
mysterious.
And then I came to this cover, and it looked like doodles all the way through. Nothing but fucking
Is it
doodles.
different artists in the two different books?
No,
No,
it's the same
they're
one.
just as terrible. Okay, all the way through. I feel embarrassed for owning this. All right. Final verdict. Okay. Final verdict is -90 freaking 9. All right.
Oh.
You know what that means? That means goodbye.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
need this garbage.
Oh, wow.
You're
It's
going
Trent
in the
Reznoring
trash.
it.
I don't need you. You're a waste of money, a waste of space. You cost me as much as something 3 times better than you. I'm going to throw you away now, you piece
Wow.
of trash. That's
Wow.
what that is. That's what that is.
I think that's the first time
There
I've
it
seen
is.
James tear up a
There
book.
it is.
Yeah, that's
There
the
it
first
is.
book he's torn.
It's
Wow.
garbage.
He's pissed.
We got Natalie and Brulio over here.
Even that ugly one the other day I threw on the floor, there was at least something good to look at. There's not a single panel throughout this nonsense.
Now we
That
said it.
was
Remember
nice.
when we were reviewing this on the
And
set?
now it's littered across my room.
we were like, the art is mid. Like it depends on the story. Like if the story is amazing, this could be a good book.
Yeah.
I'm all out of
And
shit.
then
right.
you
This
have
is
billionaire
something real.
lesbian, black liberal billionaire lesbians with what kind of billionaire has a nose ring?
Yeah. How many lesbians are billionaires, by the way?
Afuera. Look at all this. Look at all that. There she is.
That's my new avatar.
There,
Look at
Septum
Children's comic.
there
Comment.
she is. Goodbye. Goodbye. Wasting
I'm
money.
Chocolate Newman.
I can't take that off my taxes.
What me
There you
worry?
go. I'm throwing it
Oh.
away. I got an entire 4-issue series of another comic book in the trash, which inspired this because it was so good that went woke out of nowhere that I literally just took them all and threw them in the
Oh,
garbage.
the one with the guy, the dude that was kissing the other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was one 12-year-old confessing his love to another male 12-year-old.
Oh,
Aw.
that's even worse.
Yeah, so
Oh,
there we go,
Stranger
ladies and
Things.
gentlemen. There's Stranger Things. It's not even printed on good paper. It's cheap. Look how easy this rips. Look how easy this is. Probably burns quickly too. 'cause that
Well,
bad.
don't burn your house down.
It's got,
Not
it's
yet.
got a good chemical smell when it
Not
burns.
Now, I do want to show off one thing that I'm not going to go completely into as
Hold
we're
on,
running out of time.
Sheldon
Oh.
says, "No, the lesbians."
We did that Eric Bischoff clip. The lesbians.
Yeah, you always got to cry for the lesbians, as one does. But I got this excellent TKO box
Oh.
set here. It's pretty
Red
fat.
Fork.
What?
Red Fork. I've only read the first issue, and so far it It feels like a classic Stephen King
This
story.
is a comic or a book?
Yes, it is. It's a box set. The way that they publish these is they used to sell them all at once. You can only buy these secondhand now, where I got this, but it was very much brand new. Inside the box set, we got this lovely thing says TKO Studios, and we have 6 issues in here that are perfectly.
Oh wow!
6 issues in this lovely box set, and I love the box set because the box set was a little damaged when I received it, but all the comic books were absolutely perfect. And we have all 6 issues. We'll show off some of the covers here.
Oh, that
Move
looks
them up like that.
some good gore.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not lazy gore.
Yes, that is some good gore. Like you look at it, you can actually kind of tell what's supposed to
Yeah.
be there. And that's what you want to see. So far, I've been enjoying it. It's a very
Red
rustic
Fork.
story. Very rustic story. And another thing to pay attention to is I'm showing these off sideways right now because TKO is all about the art in comics. Not all of our stories I've consumed yet. I've consumed a few, and it's primarily art first. They have 1 or 2 woke-ish titles, but you know that comes with comics in general. You're going to find those people.
Oh, shit.
But showing off, I just want to show off the size of this. All right, here's this an average size of this one from TKO. Let me pull out a random issue. Here we go. I'll pull it off of the floor of Pop Kill here and put it
Okay.
right next to it, and you'll see that TKO is actually pretty much bigger in every way. You get about an inch or a half inch on either side because they're all about giving you room to enjoy your art, and you very much do.
Hey,
Like
size
these-
does matter.
Size
Yeah.
does matter. Like when I look at these big old panels right off the back, this is a dude snorting something and
Some
breaking
yayo.
it down. But it looks beautiful. I love the style. It's giving me so much room to consume this, and this also has a very good texture. It's like
Good,
like a
anima-
card back
good-
texture here.
good detail on the fingers, the fingernails. the-
Yes, the art's very pleasing,
Lights.
and this is a very, very rustic story with absolutely excellent artwork. taken
Oh,
with it.
dude.
Yeah, like I've loved the story so far. It's got family drama at the center. I'll be talking about it later when I complete the entire series. But I love the size of this comic. I
Sheldon
love how they
says
presented
big
it.
comic must be some Italian makers.
They produced a lot of comics. This is how they produced them. They're single issues. They don't sell them directly from their website anymore. You could only find their graphic novels. I have one right here in the box, actually. Right here's a TKO graphic novel. I showed it off before.
Is
It's
it the same size?
it's the same size. It's actually a little bit bigger, actually, I think.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's the same size. It,
four.
it seems to be made of the same material, both interior pages and exterior covers. So they feel really, really good. And
We got
they're
Don's
wow.
draw stuff in the house. Welcome, Don. How you doing, man?
Hey.
very
Good night.
welcome, sir. So I'll be reading this, giving you an update on this in the future. But I'm very excited because so far it's been a good read.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool. That's good, man. Good art. Good. Yeah, because we need a change of pace. We had some shitty books. We need some hope in the future. We need some.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, there is hope coming. I had a few hopeful comics, but I wanted to get those two out of the way first to make room for hope in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be seeing some hope coming your way.
Nice.
Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs.
And
you
that
put 'em.
that concludes our negative space segment.
Negative
folks.
space.
Hey! What's missing from this page? The negative space! We read it, we shred it, we tell you the truth. Negative space! Comic reviews!
That bumpy road doing her favors.
You, Don says, no, Sheldon says, Don, you crazy so and so, you following me again? Yes, this is the stock room. Nice,
Oh,
awesome, man. Awesome, James.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some other stuff?
No, this is just the back of the box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. That's a sweet looking slipcase. It's like
You
a double
got the
slipcase.
design thing down, right?
Yeah, yeah. And you collect multiple of them. It should say TKO. This is the O.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And it gives you a breakdown of the various artists, what the story's kind of about right here, and just a little bit of art. I'm enjoying this one because it is like rustic Americana, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. And with a, the first issue ends with enough to intrigue you to want to continue reading, which is something that apparently a lot of comic artists have not mastered along the way.
They have not mastered what? Sorry.
Basically, giving you a good ending to a first issue.
Yeah, dude, that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. We're gonna judge yours once it's released.
I know that's not why I'm not. I mean, I worked hard on it, to be honest. Like, I am satisfied. It's got a cliffhanger. Yes, yet it's still satisfying for a first issue. It feels like an ending, but it's a start to the next book. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to overhype it or anything, but I think people are going to like it. I'm actually in talks with the
Alright.
printer now. I'm in the pre-press phase, so I'm right
Oh,
in the
hell
middle
yeah.
of it. So gonna
Nice.
be,
That's good to hear. Now,
working
next
on
time
that.
I'll go ahead and show off one of the comics we're going to check out. I showed it off once before. We didn't have
Yeah.
time to look at it now, but that is going to be Gunpowder Profits.
Yeah,
I have the first
That
two
was sweet.
issues, and it's on the better side when it comes to comics.
well, that's a good title. The art's intriguing as well. Like, it looks a little bit like, reminds me of hentai with the tentacles, but the big bodybuilding guy with the. It looks like he's got a Bayou style.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, it looks like Billy
Australian
Bayou.
cowboy hat.
It's got plenty of blood. It's got plenty of action. It knows what it is. It doesn't try to be more, and that's what I like about it. Like, it goes in there saying, "Hey, do you want one hell of a ride of a comic? Let's fucking go." So it's nice. I enjoy it.
Sheldon
Yeah.
says mine is gonna have a good ending and boobs too. Finna be great. Well, I hope it has a happy ending, Sheldon. That's what counts.
Man.
Ladies,
Yeah,
love it, man.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, it was a challenge. Like when I was, because my book was originally like 10 books,
Uh-huh.
like and I was like trying to chop it in spots where it was like, okay, that was like a satisfying like trough, after the peak. And God, that's a challenge. It's like, I hope I made it.
Yeah, and like especially if you got a 24-page book, that's a small amount of pages to
Mhm.
tell a story.
Yeah.
You can't stretch it out too much
Yep.
because you're like, oh, I'm wasting pages now. You got to
Yeah.
get straight to the action.
Yep.
There's a lot of good stuff out there. That's for
Yeah.
sure. We just need to hassle through all the bullshit.
There sure
Yes!
is a lot of that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're 10
That's
minutes to
the
the
thing.
end. Let me take
Oh,
us
yeah?
into the Shield Time segment. Here we go.
Convoy, 12 o'clock, on my command! Deploy! Okay, now. Little off course here. Ooh, holy mommy fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
Gorgeous sons of bitches.
That's right. And let's start with you, James, since you're down
Hey-ho.
front on center stage. What have you
Hello,
been
everybody.
doing in your law firm, and what kind of cases are you looking at lately?
I work on a multitude of cases in between defending innocent people like P. Diddy. I usually go about writing a number of short stories on my short story Substack, worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. You can check that out to get free short stories. I am finishing up my current serialized short story first season. I like to call them episodes instead of short stories because it rolls off the tongue better. It reminds me of the 90s. So you can check out my final episode, which is the 15th episode in my current series, Glimmerleaf, which hopefully shall be released on the 21st or 22nd, because this is the longest one I've been writing. I'm still writing in the background, going back and forth with Gino, my editor, but we've been having a really good time writing it and finishing up the series. You can find that at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com, or look me up at World Without End on Royal Road, where I also post shows.
Nice. And
Thank you.
Glimmerleaf is your fan favorite, right? People really seem to like that.
Yeah, they enjoy that one. Did I say Glimmerleaf? Because I meant Evergreen.
Oh, did you mean Evergreen? Like, is in this trailer here?
Through hollow night, our voices soar. We roam no more, our spirits roar. In dust and shield, our hearts burn free. We sing the spark of destiny. No throne, no crown, no gilded lore. Our oath resounds forevermore. Against the tide, we stand as one. Our crow will echo when dark is done.
Yay. Yes, that's the one. Never gets old.
Nice.
Check out the series, people. Read it to enjoy it.
That's the meaning of Evergreen, right?
Yes. Never
Wrangler.
gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just finished up the first draft of my manuscript for book 3 in the series.
Dude, you
And-
finished it at the same time as I finished inking your
Yeah,
commission.
the same night. I finished it like
Goodness.
just after midnight on what was it, Saturday night, I think. And yeah, so about the same time you finished the inking
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, put if you could put yours up on screen instead.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, see, they're all grown up now, and they're going on some bigger adventures. But for the time being, you can find the first 2 books on Amazon: Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World, Magic Fueled Sci-Fi Adventures. It's a lot of fun. You could also check out my Substack under Frequency Studios, where you'll find a short story set in the same continuity about some LAPD detectives solving a missing persons case. But go ahead, check those out. Also, check out my YouTube channel. Every Monday night, we have the weekly Wing It with many of the same faces you see over here.
That's right.
And usually we just hop on and start talking. We don't usually have a topic. Sometimes we do. And I don't know, we kind of go all over the place because
It's our
that's
patent
what we do.
pending formula.
Yeah, of make it up as we go along. So join us every Monday night at 8:05 p.m. Eastern and be just as surprised by what we say as we are.
So, Wrangler, do you know what they said? Like, specifically Katie, what she said when she saw me working on this piece on the Commandos?
I don't know, no.
She said, "This looks like a vacuum cleaner." I said, "Katie, this is not a vacuum cleaner. You know how it's not a vacuum cleaner? Because it doesn't suck."
Yep, that is an arm-mounted potato gun. You'd be surprised what she can do with an arm-mounted potato gun.
The Spud Launcher.
That's right.
An AMPG, as we say in the business.
So check out the very first books dubbed as Lit Metroidvanias.
Nice.
That's right. You are the man who dubbed the term. And shall we watch the trailer?
Absolutely. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Amy and Elizabeth are back, and this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Whose world
You know, when I first started writing it, I was going to focus pretty much solely on Haley, but it turned out it was a lot more fun when she had a friend. So it ended up being Haley and Elizabeth, and I'm so glad it turned out that way.
Oh, it's a story of friendship and potato guns.
Yeah.
And cats.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I see how I drew him really lightly with the smallest nib.
Yeah.
So he's got that. It doesn't seem like physically there. It's like ethereal. You could tell he's energy.
Yeah,
And if you
ethereal.
if you change your mind, we can always remove him in post.
No, let's keep it there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't remove that.
Nice. Well, I wanted to make
You
sure
should see your charge shot. It comes out looking like a big head of a bobcat. Just imagine this ethereal bobcat, plasmatic like bobcat head coming at you.
Yeah, it's not
wrong Bobcat.
Goldthwait, Chris.
That didn't hurt. That didn't hurt.
Police Academy.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube? It takes a show, movie or whatever, says them, then, and now. I watched the one for Police Academy. That was such a bummer. Pretty much,
They're all dead.
Steve Gutenberg's the only one still alive. I think Bobcat Goldthwait's still with us, but the rest of them, Michael Winslow, he's still with us too.
Well, Bobcat's still alive, but he's been brain dead for 30 years.
Yeah.
He started off brain dead, so
Yes.
I mean that dude functions with no brain better than I do with a brain. So I mean, let's give him credit where credit's due.
Which brings us to Chris. So,
Oh yeah. So I'm working on some book 3 for the Infinitale Chronicles stuff. I don't know if you can see this, but these are some of our feedback session stuff where we're kind of honing in the pages to give us a little bit of a optimized experience.
So you're working with the artist closely with the panel layout and stuff?
Oh yeah, because we sent out book 3 preview. Like there was a 44 page chapter 1 preview that came with book 2. I asked for feedback and I got some feedback. So I'm making some changes to that. And then we're also doing it with the paneling here for book 3. As you can see, we got some little bit of changes here. And again, yes, these are fawns. These are, if you are familiar at all with the Infinitale Chronicles books, you'd know that the Alfar and the fawns are mortal enemies. So we're
So the new ones are those on the left, right?
Yeah, these are the originals, and then
I
this
just
is
said
the
left, right. That sound like a retard.
Midori. Yeah, these are the kind of the feedback that I've been reaching out to some of the readers, trying to get some feedback, show them some panels, and showed them this, and then got some feedback from it, composed it, and then I kind of drafted up this because sometimes my words fail me. Right. Showing kind of a visual representation of what we're trying to achieve.
The new ones are the ones on the right with the thicker border.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get those read this weekend.
Oh, sweet, man. Well, yeah, I hope you like it because it's I think the first one's 54 pages, the second one's like 123. But it's
I better get started.
Story. Yeah, it's this panel will have a lot more weight if and when you've read through that book, because we're seeing a character here.
That's some beautiful art, man.
Oh yeah. Katie Miriam Nova is, dude, when she first sent me this like fan art of Aisling, who's the Elvar queen, she just just on a live, she's like, hey, check your it's coming in the mail, and I got it, and I was like, dude, you captured Aisling perfectly. Like I felt like I won the lottery when she said, "Hey, yeah, I'll work on a book for you."
Oh, dude,
Could you imagine if she walked into a modern shoe store and said, "Got anything to fit my feet?"
She's got these like little hooves. Yeah.
Put it in that shoe sizer, and they're like,
clop.
We're gonna need some new manufacturing.
Yeah.
Getting flashback to when my grandpa was putting the horseshoes on his horses. With the nail. That always fascinated me. You could drive nails into their feet and it doesn't hurt.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no quick there.
I'm jealous because I've stepped on nails and
Me
it's
too.
not fun.
I had a staple nail go right through my foot when I worked for years. Yeah. It happened to go right around the metatarsal or whatever, or the metacarpal.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had one nail on each side of the metacarpal. Had they moved a millimeter to the left or to the right, I would have broke that bone.
Dude, that's so meta.
Yeah, I've and it's not quite the same, but I once shot myself in the knuckle with a nail gun by accident.
What?
Oh,
You guys stay away from nail guns.
Fu Man Blue, what's up?
Oh, he's coming in at
My knuckles
the...
are swollen huge for like a week. I could barely open my hand.
Sheldon says,
yeah.
wow, with those big hips, that lady can have 10 to 12 children. Well, she can't. Yeah, I bet you could.
Well,
I bet you
well,
could.
Should be a
that's
great kicker on the soccer team.
well, that's it's kind of
It says, looking forward to Infinitales number 3.
hell yeah, man. Yeah, it's one of the kind of anatomical differences between the Alvar and these fawns is that the Alvar are kind of like the pretty people with problems. They're the 90210 Ozempic people,
Oh,
where they're all like, you know, perfectly like lithe and athletic and everything. But then you get these fawns, and there's points where they kind of make fun of her appearance and stuff, and they're like, look at those dairy cannons. But yeah, and if you've read through book 2, this scene is pretty powerful because this is basically her opportunity to kill someone, and it's got drama. So I'm really looking forward to getting this in readers' hands, and
Nice.
we're in the process of going through the second chapter now and getting some feedback, and that was the whole purpose of getting the preview of book 3, the preview of book 3, the first chapter out, is so that we can get some more feedback and dial it all in, so that there's a positive customer experience when they go from the previous Antonio Brandeo artist to Nerium. So there's not
Hell
like that jarring. Yeah.
well, you had Antonio Banderas as your artist?
Yeah. Yes, he was the what is it? Mariachi. Yeah. No, Antonio Brandeo was my original artist, and my colorist was Alzier Alves, and they worked great as a team. It's just the communication was a little stiff at times, and it took 4 years to get the second book out. So yeah, I kind of need somebody to prioritize the book. So Miriam was a godsend. I'm super excited that she's working on this one.
Looking forward to
It must be very difficult not to mispronounce his last name. It's very close to a cuss word.
There's I'm not going to call him Bendeo.
Fu Man Blue says, I once shot the back of my hand with Fu Man Blue. It's not a competition, okay? You guys got to be careful around power tools. Just grab a crayon and a pen, and a piece of paper and chillax.
Yeah.
Oh, I was framing a house. I was busy. Things happen.
Oh
It
man.
was never the house's fault. It was free.
No, it wasn't the house. It was me. But when you do things, you make mistakes, and
But you tried to frame the house, didn't you? Didn't you?
yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Frédéric Guimond, and I am working on a pretty cool comic book called Rattel at rattelcomic.com. I'm working on the pre-press right now. It's going to be coming out real soon. I'm in talks with the printer, getting the files together. Very exciting. Why don't you have a look at the trailer real quick?
Our world is crumbling, and most people are blind to it. A young computer whiz named Raimi decides to stand against the rising tide of oppression, only to find himself under the boot of those behind it all. Incarceration only proves to refine his resolve. Divine intervention takes away all fear from him in order to fix a broken system that enslaves us all. There comes a time when good men must ignore bad laws. Rainey dons a mask and becomes Rattel. Rattel uses intelligence and technology to combat ancient and dark forces for justice and a better tomorrow. Will Rattel take down the technocratic tyrants who've harnessed an ancient evil, or be crushed by the invisible hand?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've been playing around with some grok imagery as well. Like I've been turning the drawings into photorealistic. It looks like a Marvel movie set, right? And animating those as well in Grok Imagine. Dude, it looks like there's a movie in progress of Rattel. It's so crazy.
Nice.
The shots look like those old like movie magazines you used to look at. It's very strange world we're living in now.
By the way, which angel was that in the scene there?
That is Gabriel.
Oh,
No, is it Gabriel or Raphael?
Gibrail.
I'd have to check my notes. It's been so long since I wrote the script. I can check that and get back to you.
Yeah.
But I think it's either Gabriel or Raphael. Probably Gabriel.
If it's Gabriel, I got an interesting bit of lore to let you know about afterwards. What another time. I know you got busy tonight, but
Yeah, we got to close it out. Yeah, we're like 10 minutes over tonight. I'm headed over to Katie Did's channel on CG After Dark. If you want to follow me there.
Yeah.
We'll be having some fun. And checking out Bootlegger's comic. He's got the Nostradamus effect, which is he's basically culturally appropriating stories from the French. How dare you, Chris? The other Chris, not you, Chris. The other, Bootlegger Chris.
Yeah.
And so we'll be talking about that. And he's got in a strange, like it's got this Indiana Jones feel to it, with like old artifacts that have cursed powers and take on a life of its own. So you'll want to check it out for sure. And that's it for me, folks. Unless you got something else to add tonight, I will close it off and end the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, despite the YouTube outage. And I say God bless you and good night.
God bless everybody. And let's go raid Katie Did's channel.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.